Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a special thanks to the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe for championing the control and regulation of small arms and light weapons and safe and secure storage of conventional ammunition so prominently, and for organizing this second biannual meeting. I'm sorry I cannot be with you in person, but I hope that your meeting will be fruitful. 2020 has been a year like no other, and there is no business as usual. First, committee sessions have been reduced this year to accommodate the new realities we're all facing due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And earlier this year, we have seen meeting after meeting postponed, including the 7th biennial meeting of states on the Program of Action, or BMS7, and 2 sessions of the group of governmental experts on problems arising from the accumulation of conventional ammunition stockpiles in surplus. But what we are also seeing is that as the COVID-19 crisis continues, the threat and danger we previously faced are becoming increasingly pronounced. Over 20,000 people have been killed in conflict since the adoption of Security Council Resolution 2532 in support of the Secretary General's appeal for a global ceasefire. And ongoing violence is pushing millions to the brink of poverty, famine, and hindering the battle against COVID-19, despite the Secretary General's call in March 2020 to silence the guns and create essential space for delivery of critical humanitarian assistance and diplomacy. It is the task of the global community to respond to the Secretary General's call and resounding need for peace and security in the midst of global health pandemic, while adjusting to deepening political tension, which may hamper our work for years to come. This means that the Secretary General's agenda for disarmament and its implementation plan remain as relevant as ever, and the work under the Disarmament That Saves Lives pillar is central to achieving and sustaining international peace and security. The work of the OSCE participating states in this regard is vital. Even more so, it is OSCE states who are often leading the way on the provision of critical international assistance in the area of weapons and ammunition management. This assistance is based on solid, consistent, and technically sound guidance on small arms and light weapons and stockpiles of conventional ammunition developed by the OSCE. But where do we go from here? Moving forward, it is important that we design people-centered small arms control and ammunition management policies and frameworks, which are comprehensive and context-specific, gendered, and prevention-oriented. With a clear focus on impact, our engagements should be built on national ownership and geared towards multi-stakeholder partnerships, including regional organizations, civil society, and youth activists. Existing global guidance and standards, namely the Modular Small Arms Control Implementation Compendium, or MOSAIC, and the International Ammunition Technical Guidelines, or IATG for short, should continue to serve as a basis for our work. Moreover, the global community has an opportunity to advance the global policy framework on small arms and light weapons control and the processes on ammunition in the coming month. In line with the proposal made by the chair-designate of BMS7, member states could consider a supplementary annex to the International Tracing Instrument to address recent developments in small arms and light weapons manufacturing, technology, and design at BMS7. At the same time, they could embark on discussions towards introducing voluntary national targets, and perhaps also regional ones, under the program action and its international tracing instruments. This will follow from the repeated unanimous call for more measurability in this process, while it retains the primacy of a state-driven approach. The group of governmental experts on problems arising from the accumulation of conventional ammunition stockpiles in surplus, although its work interrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic, has continued to undertake serious and substantive discussions on the safety and security challenges associated with conventional ammunition. The group is well positioned to complete its work next year and to transmit a final report for further consideration by the 76th session of the General Assembly. To achieve progress, we must continue working together, coordinate our efforts, and build on each other's work. An innovative example is the joint reporting mechanism on small arms that UNODA and the OSCE have set up, and which will be further improved, updated, and expanded. This mechanism serves as a model case in which OSCE participating states will be able to fulfill their small arms reporting requirements for OSCE and for the UN in one go. The respective reporting templates are already fully aligned, and we will look for possibilities to expand this model to other interested regions and organizations in the future. I invite you to strive for tangible progress as we adapt to the new realities. I can assure you that my office stands ready to work together with all of you. Thank you very much.